In honor of the Disney Little Mermaid live action coming out featuring Halle Bailey, we are going to be reacting to a video that a lot of you requested across our channels to react to her version of Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the Walt Disney 50th anniversary. We actually went to Walt Disney World for the first time ever, and it happened to be at the 50th anniversary, and it was Disney Plus Day, and it was the Food and Wine Festival, and it was the, what was the other thing?
I don't remember. There's so much going on.
So many.
We saw Kristen Chenoweth
singing for the sing
program
event. Yeah. We also reacted to the Little Mermaid animated movie in anticipation of the live action, and we have a Part of Your World cover coming out. So a bunch of stuff coming. Let us react.
So, as we say goodnight and happy 50th from Walt Disney World, we welcome one of our newest storytellers. She's half of the 5-time Grammy-nominated duo, Chloe and Halle, and one of the stars on Freeform's Grownish, singing sensation Halle Bailey.
What an intro.
Yeah.
Also, she was 5 times Grammy nominated with Chloe and Halle. That's amazing.
I didn't know that.
She's the final song of the night.
Yeah.
That's good marketing.
Save the best for last.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The way that they have those holograms, the projections on the Disney castle.
So gorgeous.
What we saw was magical. Oh. Ooh. Yes. There's a sensibility to her singing. She knows that this is a slower song, and she's giving us the legatos to.
Well, she's very good at the ballads.
Yeah. And
her voice is rich and lush, and
she has a maturity to her sound.
Yeah, she really does. It's a beautiful instrument to begin with, and she's a beautiful singer on top of that, which is not enough to have just a beautiful instrument.
Yeah, she's quite talented, and I just wonder what time of night they recorded this, because Disney's always so busy, and it seems so well put together and coordinated. That,
well, you remember, I mean, they can.
Oh, they
can clear the room like nobody's business.
Yeah.
They hours before they're putting up those stanchions and everything so that everybody's out of the way. Yeah. I'm sure there's crowds of people around us.
I don't know. I think this might be like 2 a.m. or something.
Oh, they wouldn't do that to the singers?
What? I don't know. Does anyone know? Anyone local?
Yeah.
Ready? Wow, they coordinated.
Yeah, they had, just the video alone was directed.
Ooh. Oh, you hear that tribal beat in the back? She's singing both parts!
Well, she's solo.
Ooh.
I was so excited by this. I was so excited to hear her because she's so. All I'm thinking during this whole time is she's such a class act. She's standing there in the beautiful ball gown and appropriate for an evening concert, and she's standing. There's so much motion in her voice and her delivery that even though it's just a stand and sing,
park and bark.
Well, but she hardly.
No,
never say
barking.
she barks.
No.
Just there's so much that she's giving us, and it's okay that we're seeing the directed video, which is also very interesting and beautiful to see the orchestra. I'm glad they highlight orchestra members.
Yeah.
but there's so much richness in what she's giving us that it's, it's just enough. It's enough.
There's an elegance and a royalty, which is why I think she's the final moment. So you internalize that she's a princess.
Sure.
And
she's like a living princess.
Yeah.
She's just so gracious
charming
in her presentation.
Yeah. The questions I have while watching are, how many takes did they give her? And I wonder if it was just a one take, because when we saw Kristen Chenoweth, it was one take that we saw.
It was kind of like a concert, yeah.
Right. So I wonder how many takes she got, and I wonder if the fireworks were coordinated several times. And the final thing is, I wonder if they're going to key change right now.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they are.
Because it is a little low in her voice.
Yeah.
You know, she's singing. It's not her upper range.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You love your modulation.
And the music goes out.
Oh, it's a perfect orchestration.
Halle!
Oh, that's definitely coordinated.
Where they are. Yes!
You got your.
Can you feel? Oh, just one modulation.
Whoa! There's her opera voice. Wait. Oh, she seems pleased too. Gorgeous. Oh, she's so fulfilling.
She could have done a second modulation. I heard it in her voice. Can you feel? But she's like, no, I'm gonna do one modulation and then go up in my riffs.
Yeah.
I'll use my riffs to just show the crowd how high I can go. Range is here.
And what I appreciated about her last note was she didn't just open her mouth. Oh God.
These are costumes that we have still on from watching the Little Mermaid animated version, which is on the channel. So if you want to see us
It's my Triton.
be it's your dingle hopper. What were you gonna say? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really appreciate her last note. Her mouth was not open. So many times you hear from people who don't really study legit singing, quote unquote legit is kind of a term, meaning operatic, using your full voice.
Can you give us a maybe not a demonstration, but what do you mean by that? Like, you mean
Well, it's actually
falsetto versus chest?
No, that's just technical stuff. It's kind of a term in Broadway stuff. Legit means that you're singing almost operatically. You know, you're singing some of the more classical musical stuff, like The Music Man or Guys and Dolls or something, where it's really, really lyrical. But you have to use your full voice. You know, the way she is. She is a legit singer, not meaning that she's more authentic than anybody else. That's just a style. So, and I'm very happy about that, because Broadway for the past, I'd say 15, 20 years has been kind of promoting a very flat sound, you know, and it's called belting, and that's great where it's appropriate, but I think there's moments when the music that you get in some of the shows could be just a little bit more, the sound could be more open and just let the emotionality come through a little bit more.
It's a bit pinched.
Yeah, it's a bit pinched, and it becomes an effect. And she doesn't give us effects here. She gives us
her natural voice.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful, and I'm hoping that younger generations now are going to listen to this and say, wow, I want to sing just like that.
But in their own voice.
In their own voice.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's the thing. When you get everybody auto-tuned and you get everybody singing in the same style, one is as good as the other. You know, you don't get the individuality.
What I really appreciate as someone who's huge on storytelling, we've come across some people in our lives who are very talented vocalists, but they're not artists.
Yeah.
And you get the artistry of her sound here, that it's her talent of vocal production and it's her storytelling. So it's really beautiful.
And part of the art I'm finding listening to her from song to song is that she also has restraint.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's not just giving everything or showing us everything. She's appropriate to the song. You know,
absolutely.
it's like she gives you moments that she lets it out, but even when she lets it out, it's in a very, very choiceful way.
Yeah, she's extremely choiceful, and that's what I really appreciate, that it's not just a sound or a cover thrown together. This was, she sat down and said, I want to do this, 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 and this, and she did it. And I really commend the orchestra for ducking out in those moments to let her voice ring, and
The orchestrator.
and I commend the whole production.
Yeah.
This was just breathtaking.
It's elegant.
I want to know how many takes. Was there any vocal production on it? Was this just a one take in front of an audience? I'm really curious as to how something like this was filmed in the center of Walt Disney World for the 50th anniversary. Because we were there. I just don't know if this was filmed before or after, or in the middle of the park while people were there. And I want to react to the songs that they actually play at the park. The water show at Epcot, and the show at the Disney Castle with the holograms. It was just breathtaking. And the music that they play, I tried to Shazam it while there, and you can't find it. So
It's proprietary.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And Halle, we're so happy to see what she's going to do in The Little Mermaid live action. Please come with us and support the movie, and we'll be doing full coverage here on the channel. There's a bunch that will tide you over until then. And as always, be safe, be strong, be swag. God bless you. We'll see you in the next video.
Health to you and yours, and keep music in your hearts.
Ciao. Bye.
Hurrah! Gorgeous.